Hi guys, it's Ryan Posselt here, candidate for Hobart City Council. Today I thought I'd take a short video down here at Mawson Place, and I wanted to do that because Mawson Place, I believe, is one of the most poorly utilised pieces of prime waterfront land that Hobart City Council has control over. Now, it's so poorly activated. You can see we've got pretty big space. We have some covering, some seats, but there's nothing here. As many of you will have seen before, I have proposed moving the fish punts to this side of Constitution Dock, which will help to activate Mawson Place, and it will also help to keep customers of the fish punts a little bit safer, especially when they have children. It's diabolical down there with a 2-year-old. Cars are everywhere, and there's even these unprotected drops into the water. You're bounded by 2 car parks and Davey Street. It's really tricky. So I genuinely think that working with the state government to move the fish punts over here would be helpful. Now, the other part of Mawson Place is this area that's known as Civic Square, which is behind me, where the Mawson Hut replica museum stands. And I've met with Lee Woolley and discussed the history of this area extensively. This area was originally going to be a public square that was to connect the city to the waterfront, and then the Marine Board, as it was called back then, built that. Goody. That was very thoughtful of them. But believe it or not, they'd actually commenced work in decommissioning and demolishing some of the buildings to make way for Civic Square. Now, in 2019, there was a project called the Spirit Place redevelopment, and it was done quite beautifully and in consultation with expert architect and historian Lee Woolley to come up with a great precinct upgrade for this area. Now, I don't know what happened to that. It just stopped, which is so true of so many things that happen at council. Master plans get drawn up, then they don't get funded or pursued, even though we've spent a reasonable amount of money trying to get those master plans drawn up and engaging with experts and community. So I'm really disappointed to see this area remaining as it is, with open space and car parks that are really poorly utilising the space. So what would I do here? Now, that's the big question. Well, working with stakeholders, the state government, council, and getting the opinions of everybody working with the community, I think this area could be great if we closed Mawson Street for this section. Now, whoa, settle down, they say. Ryan, you're closing a road in the city? Outrageous. But as you can see behind me, there are 2 cars here at the traffic lights. If we were to close Mawson Street, it would remove one set of lights out of Davey Street. Now, Davey Street has significantly more traffic than the 2 cars that are behind me. These 2 cars could easily access their route via Elizabeth Street rather than via Morrison and Argyle. And instead, we're stopping traffic on the main road of Davey Street. So, settle down, it's a big idea, I know, but we could potentially close this small section of Mawson Street between Elizabeth Street and Argyle Street and turn this into open space. Wow, imagine that. Imagine tourist information, maybe a science museum for children above that, where the Mawson Hut replicas are, going out onto some beautiful green lawns and space, and then across the road, the cycleway, and through to this lovely seating area of Mawson Place with the fish punts, so you can bring your kids down, you can get some fish and chips, you can go to the museum, and if you're on holiday here, you can go and check out what there is to do in Hobart at the Tourist Information Centre. It would be a public place. It would be much better utilisation of this land. So that's my thoughts on Mawson Place. It's got some big ideas, I know, but without big ideas, we will just stay stagnant and nothing will change. Talk to you all soon. Bye.